Hi guys, my name is Shay, aka MakeupDoc, and I'm the lead makeup artist with Creative Hub Studio based here in Nashville, Tennessee. We are a makeup, photography, and videography studio in Nashville, so come check us out sometime. Today, I'll be walking you through how I achieved this luxury bridal look for my client, Jamie. And yeah, hopefully you can learn a few things or, just enjoy the video. Okay, so my bride, Jamie, reached out to me. I think she found me on either Instagram or Google. So they were going to have this destination wedding in Nashville, Tennessee. And she reached out to me to create her bridal look, of which I was very excited about. So we had our consultation in the studio. She came in and we discussed everything she wanted. She wanted a soft, glamorous look, just something that elevated her look, but not overdone. Sometimes people will say they want a soft look and they actually want like all the works. Or sometimes what people send you as a soft look is nothing of that sort. So I like to like do a consultation just to see, okay, the picture that you've sent us or the picture you've sent us or the video that you are is your inspiration look for your wedding, is that actually what you want? Let's try it out on your face and see if you like it. So we did the consultation, and here's a video of what her consultation looked like. She loved it. I generally tell my bridal clients, sit with the makeup, watch how it wears throughout the day, just to make sure that it lasts long, because the makeup is gonna last a while. So see if you're comfortable with that, and if there's anything you want to change or anything you don't feel comfortable with. So she sent me messages at the end of the night. I think that by that time it was like maybe 10 something, and we had her consultation in the morning. And the makeup was still sitting pretty. She loved everything, absolutely everything about the makeup look. The only thing she did not like, or she wanted us to change for the wedding day, was the lashes. So we did decide that we'll go for like smaller lashes, and she did decide she was going to bring her lashes in. So on this day, so I will be walking you through mostly her skin work, so foundation and all of that. So she went for the luxury bridal makeup package, which included more of an in-depth skin work, face mask, lip mask, all the works, a lot of products for like hydration and just to ensure that the makeup will wear for a very long time. Since it's a wedding day, it's usually the whole day, so we wanted to make sure that the makeup will hold up. So we did do that. I usually recommend it for most of my clients. Some don't go for that, but that's okay. I personally think that it's a really, really, really important step, in makeup application, just to make sure that the skin is properly prepped to ensure the long wear for wedding day. So once all of that was done, and that's not in this video, once all of that was done, I went on to, just hydrate her skin a little bit more and moisturize her skin. So, and she had mentioned in her consultation that she wanted, a glowy look. So I made sure that we added some glow to her face. We used the iconic illuminator on just the high points of her face. I know some people like to mix it with their foundation for their brides. I just use it on the high points before I apply my foundation and everything. Sometimes I mix it in with the moisturizer and I'll put that on face. But for her, I just put it on the high points. She had really, really great skin. So we put it on her forehead, her cheekbones, her cupid's bow, and just her chin. And I just rubbed that in. I also used Max Skin Balancing Hydration Serum just to, bring that moisture and hydration, and just to bring back that hydration back to her skin. And once I was done with that, I went in with my Smashbox photo finish mattifying primer. Now I didn't put that all over her face. I just put that again on like the high points and places where she tends to get shiny. She also had just smile marks, smile lines. So I put that in there too. So her forehead, cheekbones, nose, the bridge of her nose, actually just everywhere on her nose, and then like around her lips and those smile lines to make sure that they were mattified and would not get oily. I was also going in with eye cream for her just to reduce any look of bloating under her eyes, and just to make sure that her eyes were well prepared to receive the makeup. So once that was done for foundation, my choice was I used the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation mixed with the NARS Radiant Longwear. I typically like that for my brides who have a drier skin type. I mix that up just to make sure that their skin again is luminous. Some brides want like a matte finish, and depending on what you say you want, that's what we give. But as I mentioned, she did say she wanted more of a luminous finish, and yeah, that's what we're trying to that's what we were aiming for. So I mixed that foundation up. I mixed those two foundation up and put that on her skin. And once I was done, I went in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. And now I know that concealer is more of a mattifying concealer, but I just used a little bit just under her eyes and her forehead, the high points of her face, just to make sure that if tears do roll, it will not move as it will not move as quickly as something that's not mattifying. So that concealer, as I said, I just used a little bit in the areas of her face, and you can actually see her face. You can actually see that it's glowing when she turns to the sides. Like she turns to the sides a couple of times in this video, and you will see that her cheekbones are like highlighted already before we even go in with like foundation or anything. So that's why skin prep, very very important. Do not skip. To bronze up her skin and just give it that structure, I used the Juvia's Place foundation stick. I used a darker shade, but not too dark where like the contour is very harsh. As I said, she wanted a very like refined, glamorous look, and so that's what we were I'm going for. So I just put that under her cheekbones and just a little bit on her forehead, not too much, and I blended it up. I then went in with Danessa Myricks Vision Flush as a blush, and that was just to give her some color. I did put that, not a crazy amount, but I did use the sponge that I used to blend that just around her nose to give her a little more color as well. Once I was done with that, I went in with my Laura Mercier setting powder to set under her eyes. And one cool thing one thing that I like to do once I've put in that concealer and all the the bronzing and the blush and everything, I go back to make sure that I reblend the under of her eyes before I set it, just to make sure that there are no lines when I'm setting. So once I set it with the Laura Mercier setting powder, I went in with a MAC skin finishing powder, just to set the other areas of her face, and I mixed two different shades for that. And so I put that all over her face just to set everything. And then I went on to do her eyes off camera. But as I said, this video was just to walk you through the skin work, and that's basically what I did, for the finishing. Once I was done with her eyes, I went in again with some powder products just to set the blush, the bronzer. Then I went in with my highlighter and all my setting sprays, and all my fixing spray and my setting spray, and just to make sure that everything was locked in, and my longwear setting spray as well. But that's pretty much all I did for the skin work, the foundation. That's the base of the makeup look. I hope you learned a few things from this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Ask questions in the comment section, and I'll be sure to answer any questions that you have. Thank you for watching. You guys have a blessed week.